This is timber owned by Tony and Kelsey Rosicka of Belfou, South Dakota. We're actually in Minnesota right now, so it's a little greener than back in South Dakota. This first drill I'm going to do is what I call a ladder drill. It's important that he stays there while I walk out. I'm going to talk a little bit and how this drill is set up. I put the farthest one out first. I am kind of keeping track of him as I walk out. This will be probably 75 yards, this farthest one. And as I'm walking back, I space them out. I want a little space between them, probably about 10 yards, because the goal is, as he goes out, pick up the first one he comes to. If he goes beyond the first one he comes to, I'll try and stop him and get him back to pick it up. Sit. Okay, catch. Here. Good boy. He has a little tendency to kind of go over the top of them and kind of push them a little bit at first. Drop. Fetch. Good boy, Timber. Here. Then, like I said, that last one's probably 75 yards out there. Heel. Sit. Drop. Sit. Fetch. Like I said, what this drill is about is pick them up in the order he comes to them. So that's called a ladder drill. This next drill I'm going to do is what I call a pile drill. And you can do these at various lengths. Heel. Sit. Good boy. Drop. Sit. Same thing, it's important that he waits. So I will check up back at him as I walk out. And these you can vary on length, so this is probably 20 yards. And here what I'm doing is I'm just spreading them out more in a horizontal position. Dogs' tendency is when they grab one, they want to drop it and switch to the other one because it's, it's in close proximity. So this is to teach him when he gets one, come back in before I send him back out. Fetch. And I don't care which one he picks up, just as he gets it. Here. Heel. Sit. Drop. Fetch. So this would be called a pile drill. In other words, here, you're sending the dog right back to the same area where there's multiple objects. Drop. Drop. Fetch. So I'll repeat this one more time. Like I said, Timber has a little tendency to kind of go over them and kind of roll them a little bit, which is fine as long as he's picking them up. Good boy. Drop. Sit. So I'll repeat this one for you guys. And I'm just kind of watching him over my shoulder. So if he moves, I'm going to reinforce the sit. So once again, just spread these out, 10 feet apart. So you've got time to get him called in if he decides, if it looks like he wants to switch. In other words, run to one of the other ones. And you can vary these distances, any distance you want, depending what you have for space. Okay, fetch. And three retrieving objects. Heel is probably the minimum you want to have. Sit, drop, fetch. Mainly so you can create more than just two. Here. Now off this last retrieve, I'm going to transition into a couple other drills. Sit, drop, fetch. The next one is what I call a sit, hold, throw drill. So I'm going to have him come into heel, heel, and then as I have him sit, hold, he's holding it. Now while I take it, drop, sit, timber. I'm going to release him on his name. Now it's almost like I'm saying, okay, you can go get it. So I only use that when I physically throw something. Heel, hold it. I'll show you that again. Drop, timber. Like I said, this is a sit, hold, throw drill. It's a little wet. The grass is a little wet, so they're a little slippery. Heel, sit, hold. Show you that one more time. Drop, timber. This next one is a throw over drill. So as he's coming in, when I say heel, I'm throwing one past him. Sit, drop, timber. There again, this is about when he gets something, that's got to come in regardless. Heel, sit, drop, timber. It's almost like sprints in sports, you know, you're just repetition, repetition. Here, but as I say heel is when I throw it. Good boy. Drop, sit, timber. Then I'm going to do what I call a double drill. And what this is designed to do is work on throwing things. Heel, sit, drop. So I'm going to tell him, sit. And I'll throw two out. And I don't care which one he gets first. Timber. Dogs tend to go after the last one you throw. But what's important now, when he comes in, he just looked over at the other one. As he comes in, I'll step back, I'll step towards the other one, so he's lined up, sit, drop, timber. So it's working on a couple things. It's working on when you throw it, he's not taking off, and then having the distraction of two out there instead of just one. Sit, drop. So I'll show you that again. Sit, and you can throw them at different distances. Timber. On that one, he decided to go for the one to my right first. Like I said, I don't care where he goes. It's just that when he gets it. So on this one, as he comes in, I'll step back, step towards this other one. So he's lined up. Drop. Timber. Fetch. Every once in a while, I'll throw the fetch command in there just to reinforce, you know, that releasing you, I need you to get it. Heel. Then I'm going to do what I call a fun throw. Drop. Basically what this is, I'm going to release him from my control, but I expect the same finish. In other words, deliver to hand. But I'll release him on, okay, 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 hey, hey. So this is just something, you know, you can, as far as you can throw them. Here. But for you, Tony, you know, before when you throw something, it was not controlled coming back. Heel. Sit. So this is how I want him to retrieve everything. Drop. Okay. Hey, 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 hey. So we never want to lose that enthusiasm. But off an enthusiastic retrieve, we always want that delivery to hand. Heel. Sit. Good boy. And I should be able to pet him while he's holding it. Drop. Now, there's a deadfall behind me. So what I do on this is it's just a way for me to reinforce the fetch command with the collar. So I'm going to pivot, heel, sit, fetch. So I just pushed him over there with the E collar. Heel. It's kind of like pick up the toys. Drop. Good boy. So hopefully you guys, you like seeing him work here. And so this would be just some of the fundamental drills for the force fetch.